Good morning everyone and welcome to your new week. You are starting with good mornings, banded pull-aparts and hollow rocks. You're going to do those 3 exercises for 30 seconds each. You'll have 15 seconds of rest in between each exercise and you're going to repeat 4 rounds of this. So without further ado, set your timers. You're going to work for 30 seconds and rest for 15 seconds. Let's run through the good mornings. Good mornings you're going to do with a band. You will only be able to do these if you have a pull-up band, so I will give you an alternative in case you don't. Good mornings, you stand with the band underneath your feet, loop it around your neck, and then pivoting from the hip, moving the hips backwards as you drop your chest towards the floor, very slight bend of the knees, and coming all the way up to standing. So from the side, show you without my hands in the way, tilt your hips backwards. As you feel the pull in your hamstrings, bend your knees so that your body is more or less parallel to the floor and squeezing the glutes as you come back up to standing. I like to put my hands behind my back and pull them down towards the floor, so that forces me to open my chest and keep my shoulder blades pulled back. So good mornings you will do for 30 seconds. In the event that you only have one of those pink or blue or different colored resistance bands that's only about so long, you will do banded deadlifts. So exactly the same movement. You're going to stand on the band, hold one end in each hand and pull against resistance to a fully upright position. So you're doing the same hip movement, but you're pulling against resistance. So just from the front, so you can see from here, full extension, full extension. Banded pull-aparts, you're going to hold a band, either a single band or your pull-up band, with one end in each hand, a little bit of the band sticking out each side of your hand, with your arms at shoulder level and extended straight out in front of you. You're going to pull the band out and open so your arms are in line with your body. You're going to control the return. Okay, so from the side, and you're going to finish off with hollow rocks. So as a beginner you will hollow rock here. As it becomes more advanced you go to hollow rock either like so, or the most advanced. So you're doing each of those things for 30 seconds with a 15-second rest. You're rotating through those exercises. So you're not doing 4 rounds of banded good mornings and then 4 rounds of banded pull-aparts. You will do banded good mornings, pull-aparts, hollow rocks, banded good mornings, pull-aparts. Just a little reminder for your first workout, it is a 10-minute AMRAP. Obviously I know you have to get up and down, so that is going to save some time, but that's also going to force you to go a little slower, which will then in turn also make you be a little more controlled. So bicycles are those ones, if you can. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Dumbbell snatches, obviously one arm from the floor up above your head in one movement. So I'm taking you outside for the curtsey step ups because I want you to see that the step doesn't have to be high. Okay, you're going to cross the front leg over and onto the step. The glute of this leg is the one that's working. So don't let that foot be too far behind. Stay with your legs quite close together. Push through this foot to stand. Light tap of this foot, so don't stand firmly on both feet, and crossing behind. Okay, so in that cross you're going to be tilting the hip backwards. So this is the leg that should be working. You're going to do on each side. So just remember, cross the front leg over and work the front leg, not pushing off the back leg. Okay, calf raises as well while I've got you here. I know it's not in the order of your workout, but while I've got you here, you have steps. Use the steps if you can. If not, you can do them straight off the floor. Your double band crab walks, put the tighter band. If you have two bands, tie one tighter than the other, and that one will actually go around your ankles. So the looser band around your knees and the tighter band around your ankles. Then external rotation of the knees and crab walk. Okay, you can see my body is slightly bent forward. Obviously it's focusing very tightly here and intensely there. If you don't have two bands, then just keep one band around your ankles. So you're going to do the big ball rollout and you're going to do a knee tuck on each one. I want you to roll out, knee tuck, roll back and stand. So just see, I think I allocated 4 rounds of the skill, but obviously you're going to have to look at how much time it takes. What I suggest that you do possibly is do the skill on one day and do the quick 100 ground to overhead as a workout on a different day, so that you can really focus on doing 4 rounds of the skill, because I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Your ground to overhead you can do with a water bottle, but I was thinking about you doing it with the ball that I gave you. Obviously this one weighs nothing, but the ball that I gave you, because it's 100, pivoting from the hip. Okay, 100 ground to overhead 4 times. V-ups, full V-ups is to your toes. Half V-ups comes into a V-sit. And tuck crunches. Superman. You will either lift and hold for the 20 seconds, or you will up and down for 20 seconds, or you're going to lift and rock. You'll notice for your last workout today, or for the last workout this week, I've given you 2 options. So it's supposed to be 6 rounds of an EMOM, but because you're doing a lot of the work with the ball behind your back, it's going to take time for you to get into those positions, and I don't want you to compromise form because you're rushing. So the other option, of course, then would be to simply do 6 rounds. So you will do 5 deadlifts with a dumbbell in each hand, 5 power cleans and 5 clean and press. All of those movements you're familiar with. Well, there's a video for this anyway. Then you're going to do 7 push-ups. Obviously not with your knees, fully extended push-ups. Then you'll do front squats. So I would goblet squat your front squat, Jodi. So you've got the ball behind your back, a single dumbbell in your hands, and you'll do your front squats. And then you'll need to put your other weight somewhere so that you can pick it up and do your thrusters and your shoulder to overhead. You can do standing, but I want a strict press. So you're not allowed to dip. I want a strict press only. I just don't want the dipping momentum on your knees yet. And then the last one is V-ups. Obviously, you're not going to do full V-ups, but I'm not sure if you want to try the V-sit V-ups or the tuck crunches instead. And failing that, obviously, sit-ups. No problem there. So then if you do it in that structure where you're doing 6 rounds without using the EMOM, then you will not have a rest. So you won't have a prescribed 1-minute rest. You will just do 6 rounds for time. Okay, I think it's going to be quite a fun week. Okay, dolls, see ya. With a dumbbell in each hand, you will do 5 deadlifts. That's from the floor to standing, nice straight back, pulling your shoulder blades together behind you, pivoting from the hip, touch the floor with your weights, and come all the way up to standing. So from the side, your hips move backwards. Okay, that's your deadlift. You're then going to do power cleans. So that's from the floor to your shoulder in one movement. And the third movement is a clean and press. Floor to shoulder and press up above your head. Back to the floor. 5, 5, and 5. So if you're using a single object, like a water bottle or a slam ball or a wall ball, you only have one kettlebell, you can do all of these movements with the single object as well. Same principles apply from the floor, stand up, those are your deadlifts. From the floor to your chest, and from the floor to your chest and press up above your head, back to the floor. 5, 5, and 5. Okay, moving on to minute 3. With this one, you're going to start with the weights on your shoulders. You're going to do 5 squats into 5 thrusters, overhead press. And then the last movement, oops, and then the last movement, shoulder to overhead. So again, with a single object, squats, thrusters, and shoulder to overhead.